Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here to kind of do an information dump kind of conversation starter about Silent Hill Ascension. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but if not, I am so sorry guys. But I was really intrigued by the trailer, so that's why I wanted to discuss it a little bit more. Also, too, guys, please keep in mind, none of the information I'm giving you is facts. Anything could be changed up until the time they release it. I just wanted to talk about what is out so far, about what we've seen in the trailer, maybes, what's, just kind of just let's talk about it kind of situation. So, of course, guys, big disclaimer, it's not facts. It's just maybe sort of kind of conversation starters, okay? So please don't take the word of mouth as facts and run with it, okay? But of course, guys, please give this video a like, share it with anybody who loves Silent Hill, because I know I do, and definitely share it with your friends and subscribe, and let's get to it. Alrighty, guys, so we have this woman looking into a house where there's a table. She definitely just ominous atmosphere, dark. Definitely, if she's looking around, this is definitely not her home. Alrighty, so we have this creature of sorts. I really like the way they did his legs. He looks really crazy. Definitely looks like a straitjacket or some type of form of straitjacket. He definitely looks like something to be reckoned with. And if you guys remember from the trailer, his mouth does open. And when I say mouth open, it opens from left to right, kind of like what they did with the dogs from Silent Hill 4. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what this guy does. And definitely, guys, if you see it's different from the house that the girl was in, it's definitely looking like a basement or some type of rundown building. So that's definitely interesting. Alrighty, so this guy is definitely the one that said it kind of reminded me of Siegfried. Right now it's just a silhouette of him, and he's definitely looking like he's in the same area that the other creature in, the one that I said that look kind of reminds you of a straitjacket, but he's definitely holding some type of weapon. It definitely looks like a sword of some sort. He's definitely look huge, so there's not much to say, but I'm excited to see what he does. Alrighty, guys. Oh, this definitely looks like the same woman that was in the first picture earlier. She might be, it's not a might. I definitely believe she's probably one of the survivors. We definitely have one of some type of creature behind her. She definitely is not aware of it being behind her. I'm surprised you don't his breath stink, don't he have an odor? I'm not for sure, so that just gives me some type of idea that maybe she's not aware that he's behind, of course. Maybe more so like a haunting of sorts, like maybe right in the jump, because Silent Hill goes in between worlds. So you have the other world, and then you have the reality world per se, and then you have the in between. So maybe it's one of those situations. Maybe this creature is in the other world while she's in the present world, and that's why she's not very much aware of its presence. But it's definitely interesting to see this, and maybe he's really there and she just haven't noticed. Of course, we got the outside. It just shows a swing shed. Of course, the recognizable fog from Silent Hill. That's definitely something iconic from the series that we all know. So there's not much going on, so maybe it's just initially saying that there is going to be some outside moments where these characters are going to be flushed outside. Of course, we have this big guy. Of course, guys, if you have not seen my latest video with the trailer, go check it out before you see this one. But definitely with this big guy, he's definitely going to be like that big main villain that's going to be chasing you, or you'll be seeing hints of throughout the game, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe he's one of the main final bosses, or maybe if they are doing kind of like a Dead by Daylight situation, one of the bosses or villains that you're going to go against. Personally, I really hope they don't do a Dead by Daylight situation with Silent Hill, because I'm noticing a lot of later horror games are starting to try to do something like that. Evil Dead, and then you got DBD, and then I believe that they're making a what is it called? I know it. Give me a second, guys. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I believe it's going to be like a DVD thing as well. So I really hope they don't. I really hope they don't do it like that. But I have a feeling now we're getting to the games where it's going to be multiplayer, and it's going to be kind of copying the DVD thing. But overall, I'm super excited to see what this big guy is going to do, what his weapon is, how challenging he's going to be. I definitely believe that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's definitely not going to be some easy rollover puppy, pet you on the stomach kind of enemy. It's going to be a very challenging one. Of course, we have possibly another survivor. I'm not going to say possibly. I'm pretty sure that's what he is. Another survivor look like an older man with a gun. Definitely look like he has a bald spot at the top. Definitely like a farmer of sorts. And of course, he's like in a type of field, or maybe he's just outskirts of Silent Hill. He's definitely on foot. And maybe he's trying to make his way to that house. I'm just given that information comes from the trailer. So you definitely got the iconic fog. He definitely looked like he's dressed and ready. There's not much going on. It's just more of his silhouette, but it definitely interested. Of course, guys, this is just another picture of the big guy. Look like he's indoors now, so he's definitely going to be hunting you of sorts. Also, to keep in mind, guys, I didn't get a chance to get any of the characters or the monsters or the creatures' names. So, please, I don't even know what their names could be, but so yeah, that's why their names are not up on the screen. Also, too, guys, I couldn't really find all pictures of all the characters that were in the trailer as well. So that's why there's no names. There's nothing really detailed. Because right now it's still kind of in, they're still doing things with it. Nothing's really public. Everything is still kind of a secret. Mm-hmm. So just going off on what I see and what is public, this is kind of what I'm coming up with. Of course, guys, in the comments, please tell me what your opinion always. But yeah, so this is just more picture of the big guy, and he's definitely interesting. Look at his skin. Ooh. Also, too, look like there's some fleshy skin stuff on top of his face. He definitely kind of reminds me of an executioner. I'm sorry, I chopped out the word. Executioner. Definitely type monster creature, so he's definitely gonna be a problem. So this is just some things I've found. So of course, guys, please take it with a grain of salt. This is not facts. This is just what I found. So apparently Bad Robot Games led the art and creature and sound design for the project. Behavior Interactive, who previously gave their interpretation of Silent Hill characters and lore in DVD, and DJ2 Entertainment, a company specialized of adaptations of video games into television and film, were also involved in the game's development. So that's definitely interesting. I'm not familiar with those companies, but that's interesting. So this is from the Silent Hill Wiki. Some say this is not accurate, but just bear with me, guys. So if this is true, CEO Jacob Novak, Silent Hill Ascension is a new form of entertainment that blends community, live storytelling, and interactivity into something that will be deeper and scarier than experienced together. The Cloud series will be streamed only once, and the way that the audience determines the characters' fates, relationships, and events in the branching narrative would be solidified as a can't pronounce that word, guys. This story will be told through hours of video game cutscenes with a release schedule for audience members to experience, and strong emphasis on exploring new sides of the Silent Hill mythos. Each day an episode airs, and the players will be able to log to a certain story, events, puzzles, decisions. Oh, well, that's actually interesting. That's very interesting. So now my biggest question is it a video game, or is it going to be a TV series that we have to tune in, or is that the game? Like, you play as a character that's tuning into a TV series, and you're thinking that you're So it kind of like Inscription. You're playing a character that's playing the game, but you're really the one playing the game. I hope that makes sense. But that's really super interesting. Because I hope it's an actual video game and not a TV series. But if it's a TV series, that's going to be definitely interesting of how that's going to work. But hopefully they're doing the whole you're playing the character that's playing the game within the game kind of situation. So, gameplay and concept. Face your trauma together. Game tagline. Silent Hill Ascension is a massively interactive live event in which the worldwide audience determines the course of the story and the characters as the series unfolds. According to Genvid Technology CEO Jacob, Silent Hill Ascension is a new form of entertainment that blends community, live storytelling, interactivity into something that will be deeper into. Okay, yeah, we got that already. So it's definitely giving me a doomsday TV show, kind of like a dark web situation where these people are tuning in and deciding the fates of these people. And that is kind of scary as you think about it. And it's giving me the feel of not just DBD, but also Until Dawn. It's giving me an Until Dawn situation, an Until Dawn feeling. And that's going to be interesting in a Silent Hill, game. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they're going to do it. So remember the first trailer where there was like a lot of texting and things like that? Maybe they're going to play that involved in it as well, where there's texting involved and things like that. It's going to be interesting, definitely. And of course, this is the production information. Genvid Technologies, Bad Robot Games, Behavior Interactive, DJ2 Entertainment formerly, and Konami, of course. So that's just a little information there. So I did find this, and I found that this was interesting as well. Silent Hill Ascension and how apparently it's like Netflix Bandersnatch. Now, guys, I've never seen Netflix Bandersnatch. If you guys have seen it, let me know from the trailer if you feel like it's going to be that. Alrighty guys, here a little bit more. It's a concept familiar to anyone who's played a visual novel game and grew up reading choose your own adventure books. It's a certain point in the story a character will come to a situation in which decision must be made. The player is presented with various choices for dealing with a situation, and whichever one they choose, the character will play out for better or for worse. Although Silent Hill Ascension takes the same basic idea and applies it to a digitally animated horror series, it's also introduced some exciting new twists in the format, not least of which, in fact, that it will be streamed live. So I do find that very interesting. So maybe it's not in a sense of a game disc or something you can download. Maybe every so often they're going to do a live stream of the game, and then that's how you play, because that's what it feel like it's telling me, especially when it's giving me that Until Dawn. Of course, you have a character, they make a decision for better, for worse, of course. But then when it says it's going to be streamed live, now that's interesting. They could do it like, once again, like I said earlier, where the character is playing a game within a game, or they're actually going to do something completely different where it's actually streamed live and then characters in the game. And the exact events of Silent Hill Ascension aren't yet clear, but the developers have dropped just a couple of hints. The series will be a wider, more global setting than the traditional Silent Hill game. Although part of a plot will revolve around a town experience collective delusion, barriers between real life and imagination will be blurred as the player attempt to solve a deadly mystery and save characters from a terrible fate. Okay, guys, so maybe it's still a game. And maybe it's doing what I said earlier. That it's going to be a game within a game situation. Either way, that sounds really interesting. I like the fact that it's going to be a play on imagination and reality, delusion, confusion. It's gonna be like a psychological horror, and that's gonna be really, really interesting. And I can't wait to see how that's gonna play out. Unlike other interactive series, the cinematic video games, however, choices in Silent Hill Ascension won't be made by just one individual. The entire audience will decide the twists and turns the story takes as a whole, likely using some kind of voting system in which the character's choice with the most supporters in one of that will become canon. That also means that the result will be permanent. If players collectively make a choice that leads to a character's death, there's no way to reload an old save file and try to rescue them. So yeah, so it is still going to be a game. So maybe it's going to be like of course it's going to be a disc game, and then it's going to be strictly live. So you have to go on the internet and play with multiple people, and then that's how they're going to get those multiplayer situations. So I do find that very interesting, and it kind of sucks because I don't like to play online a lot and then playing with a lot of people to decide the choice of the character, and that what if I don't agree with them? So it makes me kind of self-conscious and a little bit nervous, but it also makes it really fun because then you can play with multiple people online, different countries, different places, and it's going to be a collective decision on what's the fate of these characters, and that's going to be really, really cool. And it's going to suck too, especially if they don't agree with your choice. And another departure from the usual formula, Silent Hill Ascension will air live. The audience will be able to watch the consequences of their decisions play out in real time as the new installments are released. Naturally, that means Silent Hill Ascension won't be out as a simple binge watchable whole. It will be more likely to follow a weekly release schedule over a set period. That also gives players who missed a live episode time to cast their votes before the next episode is out. Genevieve hopes that the format will create a phenomenon where players from around the world can also come together to discuss and debate their decisions. So it is going to be a live air game situation where you have to be live to play and you have to be live to interact with everybody and make a choice and a decision. And I guess in certain situations where I wonder how they're going to do it as far as the game, though. Like, how are they going to do it, incorporate the episodes when the game, or will the game have all the episodes, but they're only going to be live on certain days? Like, I wonder how they're going to actually do that part. But that's definitely interesting. And to get the whole world to get involved in these characters is going to be really cool. I just hope, guys, that we all have that same mindset, because let's be honest with you, I get attached to my characters. I don't want nothing horrible or harmful to come to them or the people they're around or love. So let's hope, guys, I see you on Ascension making the great decision to get these people back to their home together. But it's going to be fun. I can't wait to play, especially if I'm around that time to play. But I can't wait to see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it very much. I hope to see you there deciding the fate of these people. I don't know how to feel about that, but I hope it got you excited for something brand new and terrifying. But I definitely do hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, I hope you learned something new today as well. I know I did, looking further into the game. I'm definitely super, super excited. But that being said, guys, I hope you have the most amazing day ever. I hope to see you on my next video, interacting with the channel. I'm feeling really good about this game. But I'll see you guys later. Adios.